When I watched the fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, for some reason, scalar waves came to my mind. Now, I'm familiar with scalar waves, and maybe that's why it came to my mind when I, watched the fight. And I just, I couldn't really understand how they called Deontay Wilder the finisher, right? And I'm like, everybody who's watched this fight have seen Deontay Wilder, like, literally with all his might try to knock the wind out of Tyson Fury. And this man literally gets up off the canvas like nothing happened to him. And I'm like, how is this possible? I'm like, Deontay Wilder is getting hit and he's losing, his wind. He's looking weak. Legs are shaky. And Tyson Fury gets hit and he's jumping up and down in the ring like he was the one who delivered the blow. And I just don't get it. And when I first found out about scalar waves, it was by way of this white lady that I knew back in the day. She's a therapist and she does something called voice printing and voice printing therapy. And basically what that is when she asks you a series of questions, you speak in a microphone, and the frequency in your voice, the software that she uses can like pick up different things that you've been through, like traumas, things in your subconscious mind, things that have been passed down, to you from your ancestors, etc. Now, she also has a software called scalar waves. Now, in order for scalar waves to work, at least the software that she had, you don't have to be hooked up to it. It's nothing that, it's no, lines connecting you to the machine or anything like that. Now, it could be another software out there like that, but the one she had didn't. And she said she paid about $10,000 for the software. So the program can actually work on your behalf. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you look up scalar waves or scalar therapy, there's one article from September 2020 on the website mineisthemaster.com, and it's talking about how they actually say scalar therapy and how it literally boosts your overall health, stamina, and mood. I hope you caught that. Like, it can literally change your mood. If you're weak or hurt, it can literally change your overall health. If you need strength, it can give you stamina, allegedly. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because, I'm not 100% sure this article is accurate, but that's why I'm saying allegedly. But whatever the case, I am sort of familiar with the software because, like I said, I know a lady who has the software. So anyways, if you do a little bit of digging, okay, it kind of talks about electromagnet fields, that can assist with healing, stress relief. And this was like allegedly discovered in 1888 by Heinrich Hertz, and also discovered by, I think it was a different version that was discovered by Tesla around 1890, and I'm gonna say allegedly. And that's deep. Like, if you really look into this stuff, it's deep. Now, I'm not saying that they use scalar waves during the fight in boxing or anything like that, but I'm just saying, that, like I said, it just came to mind. And but if y'all think that it's not possible to manipulate certain things, you might want to think again. And, yes, Tyson Fury is a really good fighter, hands down. And so is Deontay Wilder. He just probably needs a better trainer. I'm not sure why, some of the greats from back in the day that are still alive and still active in boxing, whether it be by commentating or whatever, I don't know why they don't team up with some of these, young guys who are boxing, that might need help. It just seems like a lot of times, the boxers, they have trainers that nobody knows, and, of course their trainers are familiar with boxing because a lot of them used to be boxers, and I just don't know why, some of the greats haven't really teamed up with some of these, the younger generation to kind of like, help them out. I don't know. Maybe they are reaching out and then the other party is just not being receptive or whatever. I don't know. But it is weird that Deontay Wilder, seems to be losing stamina in the early part of the fight. It's just, he's a young man, he looks good, he has a beautiful body, and he's chiseled and all that stuff. And, he trains, he's a professional. He trains for this lifestyle, and for him to like get in the ring and then Tyson Fury, way bigger. He's way bigger than Deontay Wilder. When you see a big person or a person is overweight, you kind of expect them to lose their breath, huff and puff, and not saying that all big people do that, but I'm talking about after exercise, after running, after any type of sport. It's almost like, it's not uncommon for that to happen. And so for, Tyson Fury to be as big as he is, with all that meat around his waist, he has all this energy. He's jumping up and down. He getting hit and he just popping back up. I don't get it. I don't get it. He just looks, unscathed. He looks like he wasn't even in a fight. So, let me know what y'all think. Comment below. And, if you know anything about the software, post it in the comment section. All right. Thanks for watching.